I mean, Clubhouse, Villa, sure. Consul's a solid pick for TSM. They play this map all the time. Only recent loss since there's a Dark Zero. It's never been a great map for Spacestation, but they did start with a win in Stage 2 here, so that's an alright map.
With that said, I've talked quite enough. I'm sure the people watching would agree with that. Ban phase is done. Thatcher, Nomad, Wamai, and Mira on a consulate. And there you go. So you know what I'm doing. So
C4 will land onto Bosco. Speaking of Achieved, playing inside
exactly where that Ash charge just went, but flashing onto Achieved as he misses the fight. Fult's getting the better. Need to now do some heavy lifting as there's two members of SSG. He finds Thinking Nade. That's not going to be good for his cost. Hope you voted for Chalice. Somebody on yellow. 5 bullets left. He's going to have to go for a reload. Swings onto the Jackal. Wins the fight against Rampy. He sees the Ash. Flashbang goes over his head, but no, pistol cannot do much. Fultz
Canadian won't land his, though, as he tries to get the angle through the hole. Nice there on Geo, who is standing up and exposing himself. It's all on Fultz, who will not even get one. Merc shuts him down, and TS...
Bolo's preferred color. Great shot from Fultz, by the way, onto Bolo. Still keeping it to go towards utility. If somebody has breaching rounds, well, maybe they'll be able to do some work. But no, Fultz is going to claim on in through that doorway. Canadian will attempt the plant. Fultz going for kill number 3. Won't get it. Geo, Chala, and Achieved all are on the scoreboard. And Thinking Nade, who will try to pad his stats as best as he can, has 5 seconds. He can't even outduel Achieved. A bad end to the round for SSG. Yeah. By the way, that line I just quoted, is that a bird? Is that a plane? Is that Alpha Centauri? It's a line from a famous comedian, if you know who that was. Congratulations on getting the reference. At me on Twitter if you think you know. As long as he can stay in his position, he might be able to strike, but Merc swings on in, takes out Thinking Nade and Bosco, punished by Fultz. Fultz has been by far... And he's pulled off these miraculous clutches before, but he's not going to this time. He runs headfirst into Geo, who's playing above. TSM lock out the first 3 bomb sites. That's a great sweep. They've got the cycle, and they're up 3-0.
Okay, so
to make up that ground. Look at the scoreboard. I know we talk about skills not mattering. By the way, Bolo, the fact that Fultz has all of their kills, and they're not going to be able to add to it. Achieved swats down Rampy, who's a TSM. He knows that it's foolish to even try, so he'll just pad his stats. And we have this beautiful view back on is against DZ in the major. Even though prior to that choke, we saw it from Fultz. 25 seconds left. He's almost broken. Danny will break double digits. Looking for yet another. Bosco picks up kill number 2 and a flawless round from Space Station as they seem to be trying to make up for ground in a hurry. They have absolute control, and as we see on them for TSM, holding this top floor is crucial. Fultz looks the wrong way. He doesn't see
with the rest of their players. We've been waiting to see it happen, and, well, it doesn't seem to be the case. Merc and Achieved both running out and getting a kill for each other up against the world, both with LMGs in hand, but, well, Canadian will drop his as he falls to the floor. Banana and go on the pre-aim, but from above. It's Geo to finish off the round. And TSM answers a flawless round with their own flawless round to end the half.
The setup that you see from Space Station is something they've done before.
The hold upstairs is really stalwart, and a run out from Canadian will catch Achieved off guard, but it is a one for one inside of or above bathroom. We'll get one, and there's that flank working to down Geo, leaving just Merc in the 1v3. Not going to happen though. Rampy shuts him down, and SSG on defensive consulate proving their worth.
Not exactly the most inspiring round for TSM on attack.
So,
once again,
TSM has cleared out the top floor, and they'll start to turn their focus to the middle floor, where Bolo will win the big one, as Fultz has actually been a little bit quiet as of late. Canadian shutting down
disappear relatively quickly, depending on how a cycle goes. The thing is, well, TSM are on the harder side of taking with 30 seconds remaining. He's not even going to make it past yellow stairs. It's another kill for Canadian. That's a huge round from him. He had a big round the round before on Valkyrie, and on Kaid playing this beautiful rat angle. I love to see it. Space Station takes damage. There goes a flash. It gets eaten by the ADS. Rampy head down, tries to soldier on, but he can't go anywhere. Not an enviable position for Thinking Nade whatsoever. He's on the run, and he's finished off by Merc. We'll swing on in and take full command.
Exposed to the attack, winning that roam clear outright. It might even end it in a flawless round as Bosco goes down without getting anything for himself. Canadian trying to do something by the main lobby, but he exposes himself unknowingly, and Bolo picks up the last kill, putting us on to map point here for TSM.
Quite a lot of confidence.
Probably the beginning of the end as Canadian gets aggressive and dies himself. TSM
right now, through one map, it sure seems like it's going to be SSG if this tempo keeps out of Zulu. A drop from Thinking Nade. There's Merc to punish him. He gets read like a book. Available for him as Fultz is prone. Diffuser going down, and Merc will get it. That was a quick one. 7-3 for TSM as they take their first map, and they don't seem to break much of a sweat in the process.
You know, we roll a
You
die.
know, Rainbow Six D&D is a, I think that's the crossover we never knew we wanted, but we've been joined on plans, aka an insurance plan with 3 nitro cells.
Whoa.
But that is an early. He'll now get pinched, but he's pushed from 2 different angles. He gets found and hunted down by Ray. He's got 2 lined up, but it's an SMG-11. That's going to be a challenge. He gets it downed on Thinking Nade before it can be called out. Shotgun in hand. Distract over by the Humidor, as it's referred to as. Fultz finished off from Chala, so both these SAS operators, the remaining ones, doing well. There goes a diffuser, but Canadian will survive it. Damage done to Geo, and now he's going to need to come on in. As he swings in, big play from Geo. Survive it. Damage done to Geo. And now he's going to need to come on in. As he swings in, big play from Geo. Bosco in a 1v2. He'll have to pull off a miraculous clutch. He sees the leg of Geo and he'll pulverize him, leading a Chala versus Bosco showdown. No intel though, so Bosco will have to fly on in. He's good at clutching, but he's not going to do it against Chala. TSM, despite all odds, they take the round in impressive fashion.
Chala and Geo, what
As a logic bomb will go off. Fultz blinded and punished by Achieved. He's playing over in hand. Rampy trying to keep it close, but he's punished by Bolo. Outswings the Capital. He wins this one. SSG will need to grab that diffuser. 10 seconds left. This is going to be tough, but Bosco catches one. He knows that there's another in his position. He hunts him down. Bosco just needs one more remaining, and he'll get it. Every single kill lines up for Bosco. Space Station steals that one from TSM, avenging the previous round.
Bosco winning every fight he's presented.
To watch the happen, and it ends up not netting the kill onto Geo, but Fultz would force the remaining TSM members to find salvation as SSG drops into Freezer. They meet their Chala, who plows through both of them and has a third lined up that he'll find into Fultz. Canadian will require Bosco to cover. This is a very winnable post plant. If the Valkyrie looks the wrong way, you find your hands dying to Bosco yet again. He's got 3 kills. Won't get a 4th. Canadian on the ground. He's watching over that diffuser like a mother hen, and Space Station takes their 2nd round in a row. Lined up for him. Could be a relatively easy kill. Nitro Cell comes out, and it'll stop the planter from living, but not the player in a 1v5. Above, it's a flawless round with Bolo finishing things off. Teams tied up at 2 apiece. Diffuser goes down.
The Skylight being in view of that plant, it's unlikely the defense will be able to win no matter how good the retake is. The gunfights are going the way of TSM, though, and as Bosco dies, that actually could sway the entire outcome. Merc is on the disable, and that's it. TSM answers objective play.
So somebody like Achieved is going to be very smart in this spot. The opening pick goes to Space Station,
with the enemy, and it might work for him as the bandit's looking the wrong way. That's a big plant there for Canadian. Side of Freezer. Gas canister's well placed, but it doesn't matter. SSG will take the round off of excellent objective play.
Mass confusion by TSM as they didn't seem to be prepared with it. And anyway, so Merc has information, and he sees right through the play and sees right through the cabinet, in fact, is able to take down Rampy, but doesn't waste lots of time. Down goes Thinking Nade as it appears that the call has been made from TSM to pivot towards the bomb site. But Bosco, right now with a shotgun out, only takes one. Shield on his back will need to go into the 1v3. Diffuser going down, he won't be able to retake the lead as TSM's as they take the very first attack.
Beautiful round there for TSM. It looked pretty desperate for the majority of the round. Thanks to the clash. Another stun. More stun. C4 detonated below, trying to net a kill. And there's the kill. Merc
gets long away. Canadian engaging, and he's bartering his life with Bolo, and he loses that one. Actually, it's Chala. Fultz will now need to engage in 1v5. Stops the diffuser being planted, but a 3K from Merc will give TSM the round. They'll stretch their lead. They pick up their 2nd in a row, and SSG still looking for their first win on defense. And yet they are right now, and Bosco is next in line to Bolo. Down he goes. B-bomb site have their foot very firmly on the gas. Nitro Cell goes out. It connects. Chala with a kill, but the diffuser goes down. Have to net 3 impressive kills. Won't even get 1. Former teammates on Evil Geniuses. Geo will be the better hand in that duel. TSM match point, series point, and they are 1 round away from being able to go
for Siege.
At some point. Merc engaging with a fight into Rampy. He wins this one. 4 kills remaining. Member at TSM evading his gaze. Down goes the Goyo. They trade technically. Merc at a tiny bit of HP, but it's Canadian in a 1v4. Takes out Geo. He saw him and was waiting ever so patiently, but he's not going to make it through Fireplace. just smoldering embers for SSG. And the fire rises for TSM. We'll see you at the major.
Congrats on the W achieved. Y'all are going to the major, locked in for Invitational. I'm sure you're feeling ecstatic, right? Aw, you're smiling.
Yeah, no, it feels good. Just glad we were able to turn back because we lost to DZ on Monday and we only had like a day of practice, but glad we were able to just focus up yesterday on practice and get the win today.
Yeah, I want to talk to you a little bit about the matchup with Dark Zero. What were the major corrections that y'all made from that matchup? What did you really want to do today when you were playing SSG? What did you learn from that DZ loss?
So all of the rounds against DZ, which is like our late round like executes or just on defenses, our holds, especially on like Clubhouse, there's quite a few rounds that like I believe that we should have won if we just tightened up towards the end. Even 2 rounds today on Cafe. When we were defending Bakery, SSG beat us, and I would say we had the upper hand. We just kind of played the late rounds a little bad, so we tightened up on a lot of them there today. So really proud of that, and yeah.
Aw, you guys look like a well-tuned machine, definitely in sync. I want to talk to you about round 9, the mining dining attack. How did you all know you could push through that? It looked easy for y'all.
Yeah, so it was kind of just like a strat that like I came up with one day. It was just like a little rush strat. We actually used it against SSG one time before, and DZ I think. So kind of surprised it like worked that well. But it's just we just try to throw them off guard because they were being really aggressive on their defenses and they were committing to like a roam. They were defending upstairs and stuff. So it's just something that we saw an opportunity and were able to take it.
Well, that rough strat definitely worked. So what are y'all going to be focusing on now? What do you really want to refine before the major?
Just our late rounds. We, that's been our downfall, our weakness as of lately. So we just want to focus on our late rounds and be able to close out the rounds that we think we definitely should be able to win. So that's going to be our main focus going forward. And yeah, we're going to work on it.
Well, definitely a huge victory. Is there anything you want to say to your fans really quickly? I'm sure they're psyched.
Just thank you to all the fans. Glad we were able to win today and make it to the mini major. So, yeah, we got second in the last mini major. Hopefully we can one up that.
Ooh, I like to hear that. Achieve, thank you so much for chatting with us.
Thank you.